Leg 3 from Deep Cove across Mahone Bay to Chester, about 7 nautical miles. Leg 4 sailing from Chester down Mahone Bay to Lunenburg Yacht Club, about 15 nautical miles. Leg 5, a rollicking good sail from LYC to historic Lunenburg, where we'll take a mooring in the front harbour, about 20 nautical miles.
Went down to 24 and then came up a little bit. And so these are the orange boys out here, not down here.
Right on the bow is the yacht club, I think.
Okay.
Well, a good timing. We arrived right in the middle of a race. So, looks like an okay spot. What time's the bar open?
Right now.
Chester was founded in the late 1750s and is a favorite resort and vacation destination on the South Shore. It's well known for yachting and as host of the annual Chester Race Week. There are two main harbours, the front harbour, where we moored off the Chester Yacht Club, and the back harbour, connected by a narrow channel that we explored by dinghy. There's limited dock space and most pleasure craft reside on moorings in one of the two harbours. The Tancook Ferry docks near downtown, and from our mooring we could see it loading. The town is pleasant to explore with fine period homes and interesting shops. There's a good restaurant at the waterfront, accessible by dinghy, just a 5-minute ride from our mooring. With Chester Race Week coming up in the next couple of weeks, there was lots of activity around the harbour, with many boats tuning up for the upcoming competition. When we returned from La Have in August, we could see the race fleet in the distance as we made our way back to St. Margaret's. Lunenburg Yacht Club is a 15 nautical mile sail down Mahone Bay. We again managed to arrive in the middle of a race, this time of the junior sailing school. The club is beautifully situated on Herman's Island and is accessible by bridge and only a few minutes by car from Lunenburg itself. LYC is located well inside Mahone Bay and takes advantage of the bay's protection and nearby anchorages. After some confusion deciding where to tie up, we were given a prime dock right in front of the club. From the patio and restaurant, there is an idyllic view out to the moored vessels and Little Herman's Island beyond. Our only difficulties were facing a few mosquitoes at dusk and a persistent breeze holding us on the dock when we went to depart for Lunenburg the following morning. The sail around Second Peninsula, Chocolate Cap, Eastern Point, and into Lunenburg Bay the following day was perfect, with winds in the 15 to 20 knot range. The wind was first on the starboard beam, then we were close hauled, and finally we were on a very broad reach as we entered Lunenburg. I think it was the best sail of the summer. The entrance into Lunenburg's front harbour is inspiring, one of the most remarkable ports we've sailed into. With boats from all over the world, the UK, Australia, and a sloop from Victoria, BC, among the boats at anchor. I went ashore by dinghy to sign up at the yacht shop, who own and maintain the transient mooring we were on.
I can't believe we're here after all this time. I've seen so many pictures of that Adams nickel building. What's the boat called? Samara?
As we enjoyed our dinner on that first evening of the week we spent moored in Lunenburg, we're treated to a classic yacht race, with a dozen vintage yachts passing in close enough for their crews and us to exchange greetings.
Well, that was a treat having a little schooner race here.
Mussels, haddock, shrimp, and a tin of frozen lobster. So the frozen lobster just kind of melts all through it. And then I use some, well, olive oil, basil, salt, pepper, and that's Fantasia's bouillabaisse.
Thank you, Chef Jane. Looks wonderful.